Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Play one, and Prescott to the air. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, here's the option. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's second down. If you look at this Colt defense, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, Do you now decide that I can't hold the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Touchdown, Vikings! Devontae Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down, another run with Taylor. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action, Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you... They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Devin Tompkins deep to return it. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They go play action with Richardson. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Richardson off the play fake. That ball caught. It's chosen. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Anthony Richardson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Kene Nwangu. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one finds Pierce right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. Now Richardson. Pass incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll hand off to Hull. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Richardson. Dancing to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now Prescott. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Play of the half, Prescott. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Colts.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if if you do it right, and they just did.
Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Richardson will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
On play action, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a give running right, Nwangu. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Nwangu. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Play action now. Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Oliver. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Richardson. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Dak on the option left. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. That's down the field for Jefferson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 56 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Third down and
12. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now here on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second down and 3. Prescott now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
36. Colts 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robbie Chosen. 37 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 123 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Richardson. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression, that was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just outside his own goal line. And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Richardson to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page. Here's Richardson. Buying time to his left. Well, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to